everyone, this is Moses from Moses in Korea, and
This is Adolf, a graduate from Seoul National University.
guys, today I brought my friend who is currently employed here in Korea because you guys are curious about how a foreigner can be employed, how can I get a job here in Korea. That's why I brought my friend to give you some tips on how he managed to be employed. So if you are curious, keep in touch. So Adolf, where are you working now?
Actually, I'm working in the power electronic company called Kovic Power. Yeah, as I said, it's a power electronics company. So we actually do power conditioning systems like inverters, converters, power converting systems. We design, produce those kind of systems.
So I know that even Korean, it's hard to get a job here in Korea, and you are a foreigner. What do you think? Is it really hard to get a job, or it was somehow different? Or I want you to hear what you think.
Yeah, actually, me too. I was really worried before my graduation that maybe what am I gonna do after graduation? Am I gonna get a job, or is it really possible to get a job as a foreigner in Korea, especially in engineering? So I was really scared, but I would say it's a little bit hard to get a job in Korea, even any other place. But yeah, there are some tips. There are some things you can do in order to secure, to secure or to take away that fear. Yeah, but getting a job is possible. It's hard, but it's possible.
Did you, when you get the job, did you compete with Korean or you compete with other foreigners?
For me, I have a different perspective of my life. I always compete with myself. I never compete with anybody. I'll try to do my best to compete with myself. So I didn't compete with anybody. I just proved to my employer what I can, what I can do. And then after analyzing my abilities and skills, he then gave me an opportunity, gave me a chance to prove myself. Yeah,
that's cool. And another question is how did you prepare, and what was the process to be employed?
In general, in order to be employed, there are some very few tips. So I followed the same thing. First of all, most of the students, they just go to class to study, getting maybe A plus or just studying, just studying. Yeah. But what if studying is good. You went there to study, but
you study for the future.
Just you study for the future.
Yeah, that's true.
You will never die studying. You will study and then do something. So when I was a student, first of all, I tried to get experience. So if you are studying, try to get some internships. Try to have some experience in the society.
So
people. So those small experiences will help you. Will help you to convince the employer that you can do something, that you are in the society. You're not gonna work alone. You're gonna work with people. So while you're still a student, try to do all those kind of stuffs. Those kind of things will help you to convince the employer. So for me, the first thing I did those kind of stuffs, and then the second thing I did was to prepare my CV, my resume. Yeah, a resume, it's a short summary. It's a short summary of your life.
Yep.
So you in the resume, of course, if you have no experience, then you're not gonna write the resume. So as I have been saying, you have first to prepare to do all those kind of stuffs, and then those will help you to easily write down your resume. And then when your employer goes through your resume, he'll be like, this person, he has some experience. He did something. But for example, you just went to class and just studied. You say you can't write your CV. You say I studied. And then for me, after writing my resume, I try to look around. There is this website called Saramin. Saramin. It's really, most of the foreigners, they use it to find a job. Yeah, it's a website that you put your resume, as I just said, you just write down your resume on the website, and you choose companies, the salary you want to be paid, and then the website will try to link you with the employers.
Wow.
Yeah. So I try to look around that one, and another thing I did. It was really easier for me to get in the company compared to other people. So the another thing I didn't tell you, you have to build your network.
Yeah,
Really, networking with people is really, really important.
that's true.
Yeah.
I agree.
So for me, from my experience, because I knew some of my friends who are working, so I tried to build the network with those
People.
my friends who are already employed, and then some of them were working the company that I was interested in. So they helped me to reach easily to the employer.
Wow.
Yeah, so they connected me. That network, they connected me, and then I came for an interview. Of course, I submitted my resume first, and then the employer looked through it. I went for an interview, and then he gave me a job. It was really kind of like straightforward way for me. Yeah, yeah. So like networking while you're a student, don't
Just
study, make friends, network with people. You never know, you might be sitting with a future president.
Yeah,
You
that's
might
true.
be sitting with a future CEO, like something like that. So try to make like a network with your classmates, network with them, like the future of the world, the president, the CEO, everything, so the network I made while I was still a student helped me to easily get into the company.
Yeah, like to summary it, you have to gather experience as much as you can. You have to build network with other people, and then you have to work on your CV. And the last thing I think is to find that website and that can connect you with employers. So that's cool. Last question, like just give some tips to people or other foreigners who want to be employed or get a job here in Korea.
Yeah, thank you. That's a very good question, actually. Like for foreigners who want to get a job in Korea, it's a little bit harder compared to maybe Koreans.
Yeah.
But the first thing to do if you want to get a job in Korea, you have to be speaking Korean. So you have to first learn Korean, because in the company you will be working with Korean employees.
Yeah.
So how are you gonna communicate with them? If you want to get a job, first speak Korean,
Work on
learn
your Korean.
Korean, really study hard and be able to communicate in Korean. And then others, it's the same as I said previously.
Just work on yourself.
Like get some experience, like while you're like studying in Korea, and then prove your employer that you are able to do something, provide your skills, and be flexible that you want to learn. Also, like you have to try to understand the Korean culture first.
Yeah.
If you really want to get a
That's
job in Korea, you have to understand the Korean culture.
Pali
Yeah, you have to learn that culture, as you're saying, like we work
Fast
harder
culture.
and faster, and you have to produce because from what you
It's
do,
the culture.
the employer will get money from what you do, and then he will get money to pay you.
Yeah.
So you have to first understand the Korean culture and speak Korean and be communicative with the whole society. I think that will be easy. Also, as a foreigner, try to make Korean friends.
Yeah.
Because they are the ones who understand the culture, who understand how the whole system works. So they are the ones who will be helping you, like when you fail, when something is not working. So make Korean friends, practice your Korean, and just be communicative. Yeah.
So guys, today I got a lot of tips how can get a job here in Korea. I hope it helped you, because me too. It helped me a lot. I think I should get a job, me too. And if it helped you, I'm so glad. And if you're curious about something else, don't forget to comment below and fill up the form. I will answer to you as fast as I can. So let's end up the video here and see you in the next one. 안녕.